Okay, streaming. Hooray. So it's been a while since I've done this. Since I've done a stream. Any sort of stream at all. Just really haven't felt like it. Well, that's not entirely true. I didn't do a stream much of last month because, well, my mom was here actually. My mom was visiting me here in Japan. So obviously it just, and she stayed with me here in my house. So, she, I didn't really want to stream while she was around. So, not that she would have any problem with it. Uh, I mean, she knows about my YouTube channel. She watches this stuff. It's just it feels, I don't know, just kind of rude. So, anyways, it's the first time I've streamed in a while. I've been working on this song. Um, and I'm trying to get some lyrics for it as usual. I think this is normally when I start streaming music because this is really tedious. So, yeah, there's that. I'm waiting for my restream. There we go. I'm waiting for restream to get caught up with me, but now it is, so I can see what's going on. So, anyways, so this obviously is pretty simple right here. I just wanted to see how this sounded against the rest of the mix. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually test. Because I don't think this will be final. This one's not final either, but we'll see. So the main thing is, so there's this. So there's, mark these off. I should have put markers on. So there's the verse start. Let's see, start, and then this is verse. Call that actually verse A right here. I guess maybe you could consider it the bridge. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Verse B. Verse A. B1. Chorus 1. Interlude. Verse A2. Verse B2. Finally, that's actually not finally. Chorus 2. That's like the main body of the song, but then it goes into this thing section. I'll just call it end thing interlude. End thing fin. I don't remember. Oh, it might be finale, but that's okay. Anyways, so that's how it goes. So I have the first part that I wrote in Vocaloid actually more appropriate for the verse B. So let me just play that without the singing, so it sounds like this. And for the record, actually, this is not the original song. This was my complete and total procrastination mix of the song. I needed the MIDI track so I could see the notes for writing the lyrics. And so when I brought the MIDI track in here, it starts off with the like generic MIDI sounds that it just automatically picks. And I decided I if I'm gonna have to sit here and listen to my awful MIDI notes, I want to replace them with other stuff, and that got kind of out of hand because I was procrastinating, and I wound up making a whole different mix of the song. So this is not the original version of the song. The original version kind of has like this, I don't know, pseudo gothic kind of industrial feel to it. Kind of industrial metal. I don't know. It's my usual weird unclassifiable style. I don't know what to call it. Garbage, we can say. Doesn't matter. So I rendered that ooze or O's. I don't remember what I picked. I think it's O's for this beginning section. I always add an extra bar because they're shut up. So we'll leave that in there like that. I'm gonna loop it like that. I get rid of the last note. Yes, the last bar. So, anyways, so what I was kind of thinking is I wanted to see how well this builds into the verse B, if it's just like a jarring shift to an entirely different melody, or if it kind of makes sense. So that's really what I wanted to test. So it's just ooze. So here we go. Let's listen to that. Well, I can already tell that didn't work because there's a fucking gap. I should have known. Well, but wait, so why does that not line up properly though? That doesn't make sense to me. Hang on, I'm cleaning up some shit on my desk. Checking my phone too. Alright. Did I accidentally cut off the end? I might have accidentally cut off the end. So let's crossfade isn't quite so short or quite so long. So the challenge here is that it is jarring, but that's because it's switching singing styles altogether. Like it's going from long notes without like a distinct rhythm to something that has quite a defined rhythm and melody to it, which is inherent to the fact that I just used O's, but also because it's just following the chords of the piano, or actually in this mix it's the organ. Yeah. I do really like how this fits. Obviously, it matches right along with the bells that we have. So, but yeah, it's pretty neat. But so one of the things that I was thinking about was that I could keep this going, right? Just keep some long notes, like even the lyrics themselves might be almost just as long as it is now. Um, I might not change this at all. It might still be long notes. But what I can do is duplicate the track. Boop, boop. Yeah. Is with it just being underneath, it might not be so distracting. Let's find out. Oops, I forgot it didn't actually replace this this. And never mind the fact that the song is like basically clipping, but ignoring that fact, it sounds alright. So the one problem is where's the original? So I kind of actually already have this going on in the original mix. So, like, the first part doesn't have the O's in the background, but if we go skip forward here, not here, it's gonna build up to it. So it goes through the phrase once, and then it'll come in the next part. you can kind of hear it's more of a background element, which might mean this can work because it can stay as a background element. I don't need to change that fact. It's also technically not the same Vocaloid singer. It's the one that's used in this version of the song right here that we just listened to. That's Hatsune Miku. But I don't use Hatsune Miku anymore. I use Yuzuki, Yukari. I don't know, whatever. So it might work. Miku has kind of become a background sound, and Yuzuki can stay kind of at the front of the mix. So we could do, like, we could apply some separation here. So, like, and this to the right, like, I don't know, let's say 13%. And this to the left, 13%. So it's like a disparity of 26%. That might not be enough. But lyrics, vocals really should be in the center. So I don't want to pull it too far away from the center of the mix is a thing. Yeah, so that's actually pretty good. Actually, just that 26%, I can tell the depth there. It really cuts through a lot better. Volume's also pretty loud. Let's just turn these down a little bit. And what can happen is maybe this would just, I don't know if I want the phrase repeating so much. That's the thing. It's like, do I want each phrase to be individual lyrics? That's going to be difficult for me to write. Or do I just want it to stay as like a repetition of the same thing? Which I think would make more sense because when we get here, I think I want the listener to focus more on these lyrics, so it's easier to block this out if you've been hearing the same thing already twice. So if it's just repeating, then it won't be so distracting of trying to hear both lyrics at the same time. But also, why do I keep saying we? Who the fuck is we? Anyways, I can also try this. Turn the volume down a little bit. Yeah, so there, you kind of, we can do a comparison real fast. Just, I'll do this for you guys. For no one who's watching this stream. Here's like a nice comparison between the tracks. So this is the original one, right? So like I said, it's kind of has this metal, industrial, gothic influence to it. Well, or it's not gonna play. Alright, so that's the original mix. And then came this, which is literally, I didn't change any of the notes in this song. I only changed the sounds of the instruments and the drum track. I completely changed the drum track. It's completely new. But the instrument sounds have been completely changed, but it's the same notes, same tempo, same everything. I lied. I did get rid of the end, so technically I changed some of the notes. Actually, there's one change I did make, which I will make this change on the mix that we just listened to here, the original one. It was a mistake. I didn't realize this, but the bass was playing the wrong notes. So I fixed that here. It's playing the right notes now. But in the original mix, I accidentally made it play the wrong notes. Whoops. So, anyways, but I'll fix that in the original version before I publish the song. Oh, excuse me. So, Anyways, it's all fun. This was totally because I was just procrastinating, which is kind of what I'm doing now, I guess. But yeah, whatever. Anyways, because it was fun and I wasn't taking it too seriously, the drums are actually just some loops that just came with my software here. I just dropped one in and I actually kind of liked it. I went ahead and gave it a little oomph by layering in another layer of drums. But since this drum track was all pre-mixed, it's already been mixed down, I decided I should do the same with this one. So it's kick and snare all mixed down already together. This one is just the kick, but you can see that it's muted, and that's because I'm using it for some effects, actually, so it doesn't matter. So, anyways, so this whole thing was just I made it for fun in like just a couple of hours. You know, I changed out all of the instruments, like 90% of the instruments to massive, which is a great synthesizer. I love this synthesizer. I have no clue how to program on it though, so literally all the sounds are just preset sounds. So there's a few sounds in here that are not massive. These really cheesy fucking horns. I hate them and I love them at the same time. They sound awful and I love them. Yeah, I hate them, but I love them, man. So I went ahead and just left that as is. I didn't change that. Also here's an awful MIDI guitar. You can kind of hear the volume is kind of like pumping just a little bit. Your ears are not deceiving you. It also, I don't know why the delay is like fucked up or something. I don't know. I'll need to adjust that later, but your ears are not deceiving you. The volume is going up and down. And that's what I was talking about with this kick down here. So you can see it's basically lining up right with the kick, the invisible kick. So that's what the kick is being used for. Anyways, this cheesy as fuck guitar is also in here. Cheap MIDI guitar. What other sounds did I use besides massive? Oh yeah, it's more of the bells. It's just like pan left and right. It's just effect. That's all. Layers. There's one more. I think it was the bass. Yeah, the bass uses another synthesizer. Renegade. Though to be fair, that's probably a sound that could be created with massive. But I like I said, I wasn't putting a lot of thought into this. I did this in a few hours, so I didn't want to like have to program this sound. It was easier to find the sound right in Renegade than in Massive. You go to the bass section of Massive, and it's it's a massive list. It was awful. So, anyways, okay. Now lyrics. Oh,
私は小さいなりたいあどけないまたなりたい私は6歳の遊びますなりたいまたなりたい
uh, I want to test something real fast. This might be a bit strange. It's just an effect, not lyrics. I guess I'm procrastinating again. But I'm gonna try doing. So synchronize quarters, edit custom shape, sawtooth like this. So part of the problem. I'm wet. No, it's not so very. It's not great. I was kind of trying to hope I could. I don't really know. Yeah, whatever. Never mind. It is some idea. It didn't work anyways. Fuck it. Get rid of it. Okay, lyrics. All right. So, do I want to use this? Did I want to layer these parts? I don't know. Does it sound like it works? I don't know. I don't know if I want to use it or not. But I don't think it's so good just with this. You know, the one thing I didn't show was let's just mute this for now. So can... I don't know. I feel like this actually works, but it's coincidental. It works because... So, this is the bell melody, right? This one right here. Right? So, before I started streaming, I had tried putting just to test the rhythm and the melody to see how it flowed with the song. I tried putting it just all together, acting as if it's just one verse. Please ignore the sounds outside. I don't know if my microphone's picking that up. I have my windows open because it's quite pleasant outside, but unfortunately that means you hear all the shitty noise. Anyways, so I tried putting these three together just to kind of hear the melody and rhythm and how it works with the whole song all together. And I think it works, but only for this mix. And maybe I'll try loading up the original mix like in my music software instead of just on Foobar. And test it there, because like it sort of creates this contrast between the it kind of creates this contrast between the rhythm of the drums and the kind of fast-paced melody. But in the original mix of this song, there's sort of a natural and slow build-up that leads up to this, which sort of makes this kind of contrast with the kind of droning of the A verse. So this is sort of contrasted with the innocent sounding music box that's used in verse B, right? So, but here, let's just listen to it. Yeah, I really don't like it. I really don't, because it really sort of destroys the impact of these when they come in. Like, just like what I was saying earlier with the lyrics, like if you keep hearing those lyrics repeat over and over, it's easier to block it out when this part came in, right? So it's kind of the same principle here. It's like you've been hearing that same melody over and over for twice now before this comes in. So it kind of lessens the impact of this part, right? So I don't want this. I don't. So it really should be more defined. So, not defined. Sorry, wrong choice of words. Oh my god. Sorry, excuse me. It really should be different. That's just the word I'm looking for. Retarded. So I wonder if so here's what I just thought of. So I can kind of hear it in my head. If so, for this first part, it'll follow that melody, right? This much simpler, more, not a lot of movement going on in this melody. However, the rhythm to this melody should loosely, not exactly, but should loosely be based on this rhythm here. So it's eighth, 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 quarter, eighth, quarter, eighth, 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 quarter, eighth, 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 quarter, eighth, quarter, eighth, eighth, quarter. No, half. Eighth, eighth, half, eighth, eighth, quarter, quarter, eighth, eighth, quarter, eighth, 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 quarter, eighth, eighth, quarter, eighth, eighth, quarter. Actually, it's quarter and a half. But anyways, it should be loosely based on this rhythm. Not exactly. I might make some slight adjustments to it, but loosely based on this. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's copy this. Let's move it over here. Make a copy over here. Okay, or there, whatever. Now this copy, we're going to shift all the notes to here. So it's going to be E for the first bar. So I'll shift all the notes to E. That. And then F sharp, E flat. F sharp, flat. Like that. Right? See? So now it's the rhythm is the same, but the notes are different. Then back to E. Now this is just a test. And I'll probably render this down without changing the actual lyrics and just bring it in to the project and just see how that sounds. And if it sounds okay, then we'll make some adjustments to it and work on the lyrics after that. But let's just see how this works. So it's going to be a measure and a quarter. So it's measure and quarter. Like some of these notes, maybe I might want some of them to go down or up. I might not want to keep it so rigid, right? Otherwise it's going to sound unnatural and robotic. But yeah, whatever. Let's just keep going with it and just test it. All right, and then for quarter and a half, F sharp, quarter and a half, A flat. Ooh. Half, A flat, right? Then it goes to A, right? Yes, or measure and a half. And a half. And it's gonna do quarter and a half, right? Nope. The half note A flat, or measure and a quarter. Not for measure and a quarter. Quarter. A there. Okay. Like this. Oh, right. Oops. That's
私は 小さいなりたいあどけないまたなりたい私は6歳も遊びますなりたいまたなりたい
Yeah, but I think that'll work. It sounds goofy as hell right now, but yeah, let me try that. Bring it in to where I have the effects and stuff, so and hear it with the music. But I think that's I think we did it. I think we did it. Yeah. So Yuzu test 3. I keep saying we as well. Who the fuck is we? Uh
私は小さいなりたいあどけないまたなりたい私は6歳も遊びますなりたいまたなりたい私は小さいなりたいあどけないまたなりたい私は6歳も遊びますなりたいまたなりたい私は小さい
Right. I got it too. So I think it kind of needs to build up to that last part, so maybe so it descends on this last part, so before it goes into the next part of the verse, it should ascend. So maybe we can go up to F sharp, or we also use E flat. Ugh, excuse me. Take a look. Check it out. We could go up to C. No. Kidding. Beginning of the phrase, right? Yeah. Yeah, so we could go up to E flat or C. And it should still sound fine. So it starts, the next phrase starts on A flat. So I think it would be better. Bust out the musical typing. Yeah. So it's gonna start. So there's a hell of a delay. Oh my god, that's so much latency. It's gonna be tough to do this. So we need to get here. And we are... F sharp? But the F sharp below. Let's move this up. Right, not that up. So we're gonna put, yeah, here. And we're down here. So we wanna go... Ooh, no. No, we wanna change it, sorry, not F sharp. Where are we? A. F. It'd be better if it... Sounds like horror movies. Well, okay, so I know part of the reason is... Part of the reason is because this is a different chord. So this is like the end of the chord and it goes to... What? Yeah, like that. So, oops. What else is in there? There's such a there's like this lag there's between when I press and when it actually makes a sound. You can probably hear that with the when I hit the keyboard. Let me do that again. But here when I hit the keyboard and when it actually makes a sound. See? There's just this slight delay and it's really it's making it tough to play. That's okay. That's not important. What I'm really trying to find is so we want we're on A and we want to resolve to A flat. That's going to be the first note of the so it's like right? What is it? Yep. It's actually yeah, so sorry, I don't know. I do like playing that though. That's all I can do. Damn it! Anyways. Sorry. Okay, so you can see I easily procrastinate from this kind of shit. So I think one let's just try this. I think it's better if we go to E flat. That's what we want, right? E flat. Yeah, here. Yeah. So I think it would also help. So if it was kind of staccato. Oh, I don't want to. Let's just render this. Yuzu test. Let's just call it 3.3.1 because it's just a duration of the test. So we want to leave that first one there because that's how it should be. And then the second time we go through the phrase, it's going to change just a little bit.
私は小さいなりたいあどけないまたなりたい私は6歳の遊びますなりたいまたなりたい私は小さいなり
I do like that it's different, but it's actually it was correct before, because this A flat that it starts on is in the same octave as the A flat we had it before we changed it. When it was down here on F sharp, it was closer to this A flat here. This is further away, so it goes up here and then has to drop back down. Nothing wrong with that. I actually kind of like how it sounds. It's just, I don't know, if it's still maybe a little bit jarring.
私は小さいなりたいあどけないまたなりたい私は6歳の遊びますなりたいまたなりたい私は小さいなりたいあどけないまたなりたい私は6歳の遊びますなりたいまたなりたい私は小さいなりたいあどけないまたなりたい私は6歳の遊びますなりたいまたなりたい 私は小さいなりたいあどけないまたなりたい私は6歳の遊びますなりたいまたなりたい私は小さいなりたいあどけないまたなりたい私は6歳の遊びますなりたいまたなりたい私は小さいなりたい
Fuck! I hit the space bar when I did that. I don't know. I wonder. Where? Here. Jesus Christ. So what if? Back down. Oh. I don't know. I'm tired of this. I don't know. I give up for now. I don't know what to do. And maybe I should stop streaming too because there's just no one's here. No one's joined. So, no reason to keep streaming. Maybe I'll grab a snack or something and play some Borderlands. Be fine. Peace.